Detective Bode Adebayo had spent 15 years in the Lagos State Criminal Investigation Department, solving crimes that others had abandoned. He was the kind of man who believed that no case was truly unsolvable, until he met the surgeon. The nickname came from the precision of the killer's work. 5 victims, all found with their torsos cleanly opened, their organs removed with the expertise of a trained professional. No fingerprints, no DNA, no eyewitnesses. Just bodies, left to rot in different parts of the city. The press had a field day. The public panicked, and Bode's superiors put pressure on him to solve the case. For months, Bode and his team chased shadows. They interviewed doctors, morgue attendants, even ritualists, but every lead turned cold. The only connection between the victims was that they were all young men between the ages of 18 and 25. But why them? What did the surgeon want? One evening, while drinking a bottle of stout in his dimly lit one-room apartment in Surulere, Bode had an epiphany. The bodies had been dumped in specific locations: Ikorodu, Yaba, Ajagunle, Ikeja, and Lekki. He pulled out a map and traced the locations. A pattern emerged, forming a shape almost like a crude star. He felt the first spark of real hope in months. The next morning, Bode went straight to his boss, DCP Hassan.
I think the surgeon is marking something on the map.
A pattern, Hassan, a weary man with a belly that spoke of too many years behind a desk, leaned back.
And what does that tell us?
Bode hesitated. He wasn't sure yet, but he had a feeling the killer wasn't done. The next body would complete the pattern. That night, he staked out the last unmarked point, Ipi. He sat in his car, sipping black coffee, his eyes scanning the dark, quiet road. Hours passed. Just as he was about to call it a night, he saw a shadow move near an abandoned warehouse. He reached for his gun. As he crept forward, he saw a figure in a hooded jacket dragging something heavy. Bode's pulse quickened. He raised his gun.
Lagos State Police, hands up.
The figure turned slowly. Even in the darkness, Bode saw the glint of a scalpel in his hand. But then, something else caught his eye. An ID card dangling from the man's pocket. Dr. Seyi Olumide. Bode's stomach twisted. He knew that name. Dr. Seyi was one of the surgeons at the state hospital. A well-respected man. Could it be? A small chuckle came from beneath the hood. Dr. Seyi stepped forward, tilting his head slightly.
Detective, you're just a little too late.
Before Bode could react, Dr. Seyi dropped something. A smoke bomb. A thick, blinding fog swallowed the space, and by the time Bode could see again, the surgeon was gone. The next morning, another body was found at the exact spot. The pattern was complete. The surgeon had finished his work. Bode turned in his report, but without solid evidence, Doctor. Seyi was never arrested. The case was quietly closed. The newspapers moved on. The world forgot. But Bode never did. Years later, long after he had retired, he sometimes saw Dr. Seyi's face in the news, smiling, teaching, performing surgeries, and every time Bode wondered, how many more had the surgeon killed, and how many more would he kill before someone else decided to pick up the case?
Like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Thanks. See you on the next video.